Special greetings to all of you, all my LinkedIn connections, all my followers, everyone that belongs to Future Setters family. It's so great to have you here again in our live session. And today we are going to be interacting on a great topic. And the topic is, why are you on LinkedIn? That is a question that a lot of us have not really sat down to understand. I've seen a lot of people, I've seen persons, I don't want to start mentioning names, but I'll tell you that you post too much on LinkedIn. Now, too much on LinkedIn does not mean, okay, professional things. Too much on LinkedIn means everything. It's not everything you post on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is different from TikTok. LinkedIn is different from Facebook. LinkedIn is different from Instagram. There are messages you post on all these platforms, all these other platforms, or you don't post them on LinkedIn because LinkedIn is a professional hub of growth. So if we can actually understand this, then we have to find a possible way to navigate ourselves on this platform. Now, the first question I'll ask you today is, so far you've been on LinkedIn. Yes, you've been connecting with people. I've seen a lot of people who their perspective is all about having a lot of likes, a lot of comments, a lot of shares. They are so bothered about, that. But they don't know that it's not all about that. It is not all about that. Now, one thing that LinkedIn does for you, or one thing that this social media does for you, is that it gives you visibility. That is, if you are able to map out a niche for yourself. Now, you cannot be everywhere. Our great man, Oliver Wendell said that you cannot be Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa is like, she's the mother of all. So she's everywhere. She's good at everything. You cannot do everything. And one core thing that we always need to understand is we need to start from where we are. We need to understand what we are doing. So when we are able to know the niche we belong, everything just comes perfectly for us. So the first thing is map out a niche for yourself. And secondly, build a build a community around that niche. If you've been able to find that niche, build a community around that niche. Start making people understand that this is what you do. Start making people flow with you, resonate around that frequency. And now, when you have been able to turn problem, that problem that people have, you have been able to derive a solution to that problem, and people now feel the greatness, the usefulness, everything that you have, and then they are now willing to pay you in so many ways. So payment can come in so many ways. Payment can come by a form of recommendation. Payment can come by form of finance, and payment can come by form of appreciation. So there are so many things that we all need to understand. That LinkedIn is not just a place where you post all irrelevant things. No, you go to church, you post, you are eating, you post, you do picnic, you post, you do all sort of things, you post. No, that is not it. Your mindset should focus. You should know what you are supposed to do. Know the post you are supposed to make on LinkedIn. Now let's keep that aside. Like I said at the beginning, have you earned any amount of money on LinkedIn? You've been posting all through, you've been getting likes all through. But then when you are trying to turn those likes, those comments, those things into money, it doesn't work. You see, people are commenting there, but are they willing to really pay, make sacrifices to learn what you are doing? That is where there is issue. So when you are now able to navigate yourself from the idea of just free trainings to an idea of monetizing your trainings, that is when you are already getting successful. And when you are now beginning to own that niche for yourself, and you are now being known as the person, as an expert in that particular field, then you are now recognized. But in a situation where you are not taken as an expert, you are just learning skills upon skills, there is problem. So it is not all about learning all the skills. You can have just two skills, but these two skills can generate you a lot of income. But you can have 100 skills, but you are still unable to monetize those skills because you are looking for a job. So the idea is be a problem solver. With the little skills you know, with the little ideas you have, you should be able to generate income, generate results with what you know. So if you have been on LinkedIn so far and you have not made $1 or $1 on LinkedIn, then you are progressing in error. You have to go back to your drawing board and navigate yourself and find possible strategies to help you solve this problem. And I'll tell you for sure that if you are in this situation, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn and I will guide you on ways you can use to monetize yourself. Now, that is one of them. The second thing is, how do you connect with international persons? There are possible strategies that you need to have before you can do this. You see, you have so many persons online. They are there. They are seeing your posts. They are liking your posts. But when you reach out to them, they snub you. They don't respond. They don't help you in any way. So you need to find a way. You need to create an idea that can make people to work with you. So if you've not been able to create an idea that makes people think at night, look for possible ways that they're beginning to say, oh, this thing I'm doing is not perfect, it's not good enough, that I need to engage in this thing that this person is doing. Think about it. So people are thinking about how they can connect with you and how they can build something for themselves through you. So you are a sun and you are emitting radiations out there. Now, this radiation in turn makes people to change and makes people to work. People are now affected, people are changed because of the great things you can do. So that is something. So if you've not been able to create a niche for yourself, you have to start mapping out strategies for yourself right away. I'll tell you for sure that this is the right time. 2026 is a new year. It's a new year, it's a new phase, it's a new opportunity to go back to your drawing board and start mapping out strategies that will help you to thrive. It is not all about having all the skills in the world. It is all about how you can monetize those skills. That is what you need to start doing. Try and start monetizing those skills. It may not give you all the result at first. It may be difficult at first. Trying to get people may be asking you for free trainings. You have some free trainings, and then they don't pay you. They don't even join. They just attend the free trainings and they leave. You don't have to be offended. You have to understand that rejection is normal, that not everyone will accept you. But when you have the right clients, you'll be proud. Some persons will warn you, they'll be threatening you, tell you to leave them, and never reach out to them again. No matter how good you are, you reach out to them, people will always reject you. You send thousands of emails, no one responds to you. But this is the best time to understand that you need to keep pushing for success. Rome was not built in a day. It took time, it took processes. But I'll tell you that if you can be patient and if you can be consistent, you will actually thrive. Another thing is you have this issue with consistency. That is a very big problem. You have this issue with consistency, trying to be consistent, trying to show up. You see, so many persons they just post on LinkedIn and they have 1,000 likes, and then you just post on LinkedIn, you have only 2 likes, or maybe you see a lot of visibility, but it's just 1 like you are having. Now I'm going to tell you that a person that has 1,000 likes and you that has 1 like, it's just a small gap. It's just a small gap. And one thing you need to understand is, even if you have 0 likes on your post, it doesn't mean that no one saw it. Someone saw it. And I'll tell you for sure that someone was inspired by your message. You may feel that that message is not good, it's not great, it's not helping matters. But I'll tell you that someone is inspired by your message. There was a time someone was always sharing great posts on WhatsApp groups. And then he was always sharing, motivational messages. Back then in 2022, I saw these messages and I was constantly sharing these messages. Immediately he shares it. I share it on LinkedIn, share it online. But then this guy, he got to a level, maybe he felt that no one was responding to his messages and he stopped sharing these messages. And then I was amazed. I said, what happened? Why is he not But then I'll tell you that I was inspired by his consistency at that moment. He may not have seen me show interest, but definitely I was inspired. And when he left, I was looking for a way to fill that void. And now I came into the situation to start creating my own messages. So that is to tell you that when things are not coming out the way you expect it to be, it doesn't mean you should give up. It's a way for you to keep on doing it till it materializes. So to you that you're having 1 like, 2 likes on your post, don't feel bad. Just take it as a growth process. And also understand that you can have 10,000 connections on LinkedIn. But what you need to do is you need to have a one-on-one relationship with these people. If you have 10,000 connections on LinkedIn, but you don't have that one-on-one relationship, there's no trust, there's nothing being built among the both of you, then things will not work well. So your focus should be on how can I engage with these people on a personal note. Maybe I can give them an offer. Maybe I can share a project with them. Maybe I can have a product I'm rendering, a service I'm rendering to them, and they are willing to pay me money, or they are willing to listen and then know whether they will participate or not. But if there's no form of relationship, when you post, no one will respond because you only have them you have them there as connections, but you don't really have them at your fingertips. They don't really know you because you've not had a one-on-one connection with them. So your question today should be, what can I do that will bring these people together? What is that situation? What is that idea that I have that I can use to bring these people together? And when they now join what I'm doing, I now find a way to make them be part of my community. And when I make posts, they are now like ambassadors and they keep sharing the message to the world out there. So that is something that we all need to be thinking about. How can we really build something great out of this platform called LinkedIn? So think about it. The first one, like I said, don't share all posts on LinkedIn. You need to start earning money on LinkedIn. You need to start connecting with foreign connections. You need to start building or mapping out strategies to help you thrive in 2026. You don't have to be the way you used to be, and you need to start building relationship this year. If you've not started building relationship with your connections this year, you need to start working on that. And I'll tell you, when you start working on that, you'll be happy with the results you get. It may not be easy. Rome was never built in a day. You cannot be Mother Teresa, but you can be an example to others with what you know and be the owner of that niche. Don't just come out and say, yes, this is what I want to do and all that, and no one is following you. Try to start from where you are. The place you are right now, the people around there, do they know you? And if they know you, what's next? You need to start spreading your hands in different places, spreading the knowledge, spreading everything you know. From that environment you are, those people become ambassadors and they pass the message to those out there. But when you feel that you want to just start from here, spread your hands in all the places at the same time, it doesn't work. But it starts from somewhere. And from when you have the name, you're able to pass it to the next day. So I tell you, start building yourself on LinkedIn and start building something great today. 2026 is going to be a great year for you. All you just need to do is work on yourself and start taking steps. And also, you need to be consistent. And one way to be consistent is to set a timeline. If you've not set a timeline for yourself, you need to start setting a timeline. Start setting agendas. Start preparing yourself for the next thing, and start having, start having plans. What's this after today? I should have prepared a plan for tomorrow. The plan for this. Okay, this is what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. So I'm going to talk about the next day. That is what we need to be thinking about. So start mapping out strategies that will help you to thrive. And trust me, you do.